Stay tuned for the biggest fish, the hottest bites, this week here on In-Depth Outdoors.
Got it.
Look at that. Wow, is that an incredible fish?
Got him.
All right.
Oh yeah. Quality Green Bay fish here.
We're headed to the best fisheries across the upper Midwest and Canada. We'll fish longer, explore unfished bodies of water, and go further off the beaten path in search of the hottest bites in fresh water.
Oh, look at that. What a specimen.
Here he comes, man. Get him.
What a fish.
This is In-Depth Outdoors.
Using areas is where we kind of start to talk specifically about what you're going to look for, the types of structure that you're going to want to target to find these fish. Pronounce outside turns and weeds. All right, guys, enjoy the ice fishing season. Do so safely, please, and happy holidays.
Hey everyone, I'm here at Gander Mountain with my new buddy Peyton. We just finished up the seminar. We're all excited. It's first ice here in Minnesota. Not the entire state. We're gonna have to drive north. We're headed to Ely, Minnesota. You ever heard of Ely, Minnesota, Peyton?
No.
It's where the boundary water starts. It's where most people, when they go on those canoe trips, they drive to Ely and that's where they start their trip. So we're gonna go up there. They've got ice. So we're gonna go check it out. And if we get a bunch of fish, you'll be able to watch it on TV next week. Sound cool?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's been great talking with you. I got to get in the truck because I got a lot of driving to do.
Oh.
See you next year?
Next year.
All right. Catch me on TV. Wish me luck. All right, thank you. Will I am.
So good day to you, sir.
You missed my seminar.
Yeah?
You
How
did
was it?
Seminar.
Would I have learned anything?
Nothing you don't already know.
All right. I know what I got here. A whole pile of gear. You think you got room to put it in there?
I might have to organize, but we'll get it in there. Get in the truck.
Let's do this. Talk about a backdrop for the morning coffee, huh?
We're back, baby. This is a completely new area for us. We've never been up here in the winter. And how we ended up fishing up here, well, two reasons. One, there's not a lot of ice anywhere in the Midwest. We're talking about having to go up into Canada to find anything fishable except for this area. Ben Putnam started posting on idofishing.com. That's the website that we run where we talk with people that watch our TV show. And he started putting up reports of fishable ice 2 weeks ago. Of course, we got that warm spell that kind of knocked it down. But now with this last cold front rolling in, you know, Ben's been on ice for days, almost a week now, where the rest of the state's just hungering for the ability to get out. So with his information, his guidance, we're going to come up here and give it a shot. But this is certainly not a place we would have picked if it wasn't for some of the information he's been sharing of late. So we really appreciate it.
You know, we have a great fishery up here in the North Woods. You know, we've got lake trout, walleye, smallmouth and largemouth bass, northern pike, muskie, crappie. I mean, the list can go on and on, whatever you want to try and catch. So when you show up to our door at Timber Trail, you know, what we'll do is if you want a guide to take you out, you know, we'll have a guide to take you out. But if you want to do it on your own, you know, we're going to save you some time so you don't have to go out and try and find the fish. We're going to let you know the spots that have been hitting, you know, the depths they're going to be in, and, you know, the baits and tactics to use in those lakes. So, you know, we're gonna try and cut out all that wasted time so you can just get right on the fish and start fishing and start catching. You know, if you guys are planning a great ice fishing trip in Ely, Minnesota, there's no better place to look up than Timber Trail Lodge.
Markham Technologies introduces ice fishing to the digital age with the LX digital sonar system. Boasting vivid color LCD displays and features not found on other ice electronics, all digital units offer a user-defined display tailored to match the way you fish. An on-screen dashboard that puts critical information at your fingertips, and free firmware updates that guarantee your electronics are never outdated. This winter, step into the digital age with an LX Series digital sonar unit from Markham Technologies.
We got our butts kicked yesterday up here in Ely.
Basically ran smack dab into the front wall of a cold front. Spent the day out on the ice. Did the best we could, but conditions were just miserable. Fish acted just like you'd expect them to. First major cold front of the year. You know, the thing about coming up here this time of year, you know, early ice anywhere, the first bodies of water to freeze are real small, shallow lakes, and those are the most severely affected by cold fronts. So yesterday, it was a tough bite. Actually, it was a non-existent bite. So we're going to stick it out here again in the Ely area again today. Hopefully everything kind of comes together where we can get on some fish and actually catch them. So Ely, day number 2, hopefully it goes a lot better than yesterday. Day 2, we're going to give it a go.
Let's do it.
Yesterday was just awful. Miserable.
Where we were yesterday was just zero.
Punch some holes, make some noise. Let them know we're here. That's warmed up.
8.5 feet, James.
Works for me. You know, first ice like this is you just kind of bounce around to these lakes for the first time, you know, for the winter. Nobody else has fished them since summer, at least, and oftentimes on these small lakes like this, nobody fishes them at all during the season except during the winter. Either way, we're not going to spend a lot of time here. It's such a small body of water. We should be able to fish it really quickly. If we're not seeing what we want to see, which is a lot of fish flopping on the ice, we're going to split out of here and head over to Birch. It's a much larger lake that's got safe walkable ice, known for some bigger fish. We just kind of want to come in here and check it out because, you know, literally this is a spot you could say it's like shooting fish in a barrel. It's so small. It's a keeper. Come on out of there. You wrapped around that transducer about 1,000,000 times. There we go. Come on, buddy. There we go. Awesome. That one's going home for dinner. That fish just came in and smoked that VMC spoon there. Nothing real fancy there, just fishing a gold-backed spoon in this stained water. That's kind of just a real common approach to stained waters. Gold always seems to excel. That fish came in and just absolutely rocketed that bait. So he's going to go home with me. You know, very often we don't keep a lot of fish, but I'm going home with 6 if possible.
There it is.
Go, sweetheart. Whee!
It's not a monster, but man, this is a pretty fish. After what we did yesterday, spending 10 hours on the ice, I was starting to get a complex that fish in Ely just didn't like me. So I was starting to feel a little rejected. This is a beautiful fish. He's only about a 14, 15-inch fish, but this is a perfect size to bring home. I know Kelly is so excited. She lets me go fishing with a young kid at home. I'm so thankful for that, so I at least have to reward her by bringing home some fresh walleye. Right, James? If they let us go, we at least have to come home and provide something so that we're valuable to the family. We both have young families.
That's correct.
You got one going over there?
Yes, I do.
Get him, buddy.
That's number 2.
You suck.
Don't take it so personal. Come here, buddy.
I don't usually, only with you, bud.
Competition is a good thing.
Says the man who's catching the fish.
Well, I don't know that this is going to be a world beater. He might be a walleye finger candidate.
How about a world eater?
He's a world eater. There he is. Come on. He's not that big. There he is. Perfect. Number 2 for Thanksgiving walleye fingers. There you go. Same spoon. That's a 3/16 ounce spoon. Perch on that side, which of course the major forage species in here is going to be perch. Gold on that side. Perfect color combination for the stained watercolor. We are tipping them with a minnow head, just the head of a minnow. And I've got 2 nice eaters on the ice.
Hey, we got one, James. I went back to the perch colored larger tingler spoon, and it didn't take long. One came through, and this one committed pretty hard. Actually, I think this is a pretty good fish for where we're fishing here, James. Oh, look at that. Look at the color on this fish. That is about the most beautiful color you're gonna find on a walleye. These Ely lakes have gorgeous fish because it's a little bit more stained water. I'm gonna have to get my forceps here to get this one off. This thing is hooked good. No way we were losing this fish. That hook did the job, buddy.
Number 3 for me coming up. I think the game plan here is going to be, we're going to stay out in this small little dishpan lake here for at least 3-4 hours, see if we can't get a couple limits of fish or whatever we need for family meals for Thanksgiving. Haha, there's number 3. And then we're going to split and try to hit a larger body of water. Hopefully it's going to have enough ice to hold us right towards that, you know, the end of the day, that magic hour, right around sunset, to see if we can't get some bigger fish on the ice. But this is fun. This is why we made the drive up here. This is what early ice fishing's all about, real aggressive walleyes. And those will be just fantastic on the table here for Thanksgiving.
This winter, VMC takes ice fishing by storm with the release of 5 new jigs and 4 new spoons. Based on innovative fish catching designs, VMC spoons and jigs come in an array of ultra glow colors and realistic natural patterns you need to be successful out on the ice. Forged from top quality materials, all VMC jigs feature a 90-degree hook eye and VMC's unique power gap designed to greatly increase hooking percentage. Find VMC's line of ice tackle at all quality sporting goods stores and online at vmchooks.com.
Okay, so James and I just got to another lake. This is hopefully our closeout lake where we're gonna try and catch some nice, bigger sized fish. What we did is, we haven't fished it before. We came out, we've got some information. This is a point that we wanna fish. We drilled a pile of holes here. We've been going through marking depths in our different holes. We found is kind of an inside turn here. We've got 13 feet, 10 feet, 6 feet, 9, 10, and 16. And what I'm gonna end up doing is probably popping another hole right in here, trying to find right where that bend is. And one of the things that we like to do when we get a little bit of fresh snow, we're popping a lot of holes. This is a 13-foot hole, so you just write a quick 3, 1, 3. Then you come over here and you write 10. And you do the same for each of these holes. After you've marked all the holes, when you come back and jig in them, if you're in a hurry or catching fish, you can't remember what depths it was at every hole, you've got it written right there. Or if I drill the holes and James comes, it's a really easy way to remember what depths you're hitting. So I'm gonna pop one more hole here. We're gonna be completely set up, get all our holes drilled nice and early for this thin ice, shallow water. The less you can run the auger during prime time is gonna help your odds for catching fish.
Fish on, fish on.
James, are you serious?
What?
I'm still marking the hole depths and you've already pulled the fish in.
Yep, that's the way I roll.
I don't want to say it's Thanksgiving, but you're a turkey, sir.
This is cool, you can see him right there. You can just see him right under my feet. That is so cool. I love this early season stuff. Come on, sweetheart. Turn the corner. Just would not stop.
Oh, that's a pretty fish, buddy.
Yes, it is. Not quite as golden as the ones that we were getting out of that, you know, tannic, tea-stained lake. There we go. We had some fish about that size on that first lake today, so you know, we come here to catch some big fish.
The gold spoon again.
Yeah, I never changed.
Attaboy. I'm gonna go with it.
I'm gonna let him go.
It's a little clearer water, but the gold is still working.
Well, I figured it's nice and overcast. It's not like we have a lot of you know, sunlight out right now, so just left it the way it was.
I'm gonna grab a rod, buddy.
You called me a turkey.
A few days early.
Your insults cut me, sir. There we go. Same spoon, same depth, about 15 foot. I don't think he's gonna be the giant, but a decent fish. Should be able to see him here pretty quick in the clear water. Here he comes, here he comes. Oh, nice fish, long fish. Come here, bud. Yeah, that's a long, lean one. Those fish we were getting in that stained, shallow-bodied water, that first lake today, were real thick, heavy. And this is a longer fish, but thin. Might not be as good of a forage base here as there was in that first lake. However, this one is known for kicking out some big fish. So we'll see what some of those larger ones look like later tonight. I'm sure they're gonna roll in here right before dark. Oh boy, that fish was going nowhere. Right in the corner of the mouth. Didn't get him deep, but got him right. These fish are real aggressive. Unlike those fish in that dark stained lake where they'd kind of eyeball it for a while. As soon as these fish come in, you see them on the markham, you raise them up just a couple rod tips, or just a lift of your rod tip a couple times, and they just smash it. Very aggressive. So that one's going on the ice for Will and family, I'm sure.
We've got a little front coming in, and I got a fish going right here, bud.
This is proper ice fishing weather, sir.
There it is. The first fish that I've seen on this new spot, and he just came right up. All right. Oh, it's not a bad fish. He's not ready to come yet. There we go. Oh yeah. Lake number 2. First nice walleye for me. James already has 2 on the board. We got a little snow coming in here. We're hoping that's gonna really kick it on. It's almost dusk. And usually when you get a front coming through with a little stow, that could be a perfect turn on for these evening biting fish. And Kelly, I talked to my wife. She said bring as many as I can home, so we're gonna keep 6. 1 more for the pan, and now the rest are gonna go back. So hopefully we catch some big fish to send back down, James.
This just makes it more fun. What a difference 20 degrees makes. I mean, it's blowing, it's snowing, but I'll do this any day compared to what we went through yesterday. It's ambiance for an ice fisherman.
Oh, I got one going here. I got one going, James. Oh yeah, that's a good fish.
Nice.
That is not a bad fish. This is the best one I've had on yet today, James.
You need a hand?
I can get it. I can get it. Right under the ice now. Oh man, that's a little bigger than I thought. Oh, look at that. A little bit of snow here. Now we're fishing in pretty much a monsoon, a winter squall, I should say. What I did, now as it's getting darker, especially with this cloud cover and the snow, I love to fish glow colors as it gets darker. In the mornings and the evenings, in low light conditions like a storm right now where the snow is starting to block it out, I love to have a glow color, and these new VMC hooks have a really good solid glow on the back. I really like the chartreuse. I was doing okay with a red one this morning too. We've been fishing for a good half an hour. We haven't gotten a sniff with the perch baits and the gold that we were doing well. I switched to a chartreuse, and then right away here, this is easily a 20-inch fish. This is a gorgeous fish. We're gonna let this one go. We've got a few smaller ones for dinner. That one's easily about a 20, 21-inch fish. That's the bigger fish that we're looking for.
Honda power and reliability have been combined with StrikeMaster's legendary ice cutting technology to produce the 35cc Honda Light. Powered by a powerful and efficient engine, the 35cc Honda Light offers first pull reliability and weighs in at a feather-light 23 pounds when equipped with an 8-inch laser auger. This winter, pick up a Honda 35cc Light from StrikeMaster, the most reliable and fastest cutting 4-stroke auger on the ice.
Well, it was a little hike getting back in here, but definitely worth it. We've got more than enough fish to justify that pull. We're going to fish it till dark. Then we'll deal with getting back out of here, of course. We've got a few pounds of fish, gonna make it just a little bit more work getting back home.
There he goes. It's not a bad fish, sir. He's not pulling drag like the last one, but this is a pretty decent fish. Oh, here he comes. Oh man, he horked it. Look at that. That's the first one we've had that wasn't hooked in the side of the mouth. We've been having a little bit less action, but now that it's getting dark, to see one that comes up and pounds a spoon like this is a good sign. Hopefully that means they're gonna come through, and when we do see them, they're hungry. It's a tingler spoon with a chartreuse glow color. That seems to be what's turning on. This is a real nice fish. So hopefully this is the magic hour here, right before dark. It's prime time.
All right, buddy.
Hey, bud.
We're starting to lose available light, so we're going to call it good night. 2 days of fishing up here in Ely. Definitely had more fun today. Appreciated the opportunity to get out on the ice 2 days in a row, but today's been the day, you know, understandably so. Yesterday was just so brutally cold. It's still blowing a little bit of snow here today, but just have had a ton of fun fishing with you, Will.
Well, the thing yesterday made today that much sweeter, because when you struggle, you appreciate the good days that much more.
I believe it's called compare and contrast.
Absolutely.
Yesterday I want to put right out of my mind, and I want to focus on today. So I have no idea where we're going next. We're going to be doing nothing but ice fishing shows here for the foreseeable future. Could be Red Lake, could be somewhere out in the Dakotas, Wisconsin, who knows?
Dude, I want to come back up here again sometime. This is awesome.
Ben has extended an invite to us to come up and film lake trout and or stream trout. It sounds like he's got some great opportunities up here for both. So chances are people at home are going to see us up here in the Ely area at least one more time this winter. And if you'd be willing to come with, let's do it.
Hey, if you need anybody, just call. I'm there.
Sounds good. Well, from Will and I, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
All right, bud.
We got time for one more here.
Whoever catches the last fish doesn't have to pull the sled.
All right. It'll just take 4 hours for, for us to get out of here. Very bad news for you, Will.
No!
Who knows? Maybe it won't be the last fish. Maybe it will be the last fish. But it's on my pole. I'm not going to actually make him pull my sled off the lake, but I'm probably going to make him think I am. Here it comes, bud.
Bump, bump, bump. Another one bites the dust.
This is your doom right here.
And another one down, and another one down.
Come on in and face the music. Here it
Get
comes.
off! Get off! Get
I'm
off!
not going to let you help me, that's for sure.
Oh, whoops, I just knocked it off.
There's my free ticket out of here right there.
At least there's a little more snow, so I'll have easier pulling.
You know, that's kind of a nice fish. I think I'll actually sit in the otter while you pull it out.
Oh my gosh. That's not that nice.
It looks beautiful to me.
Okay, if you catch a 25-inch, you can sit in the otter, but not for that. That's 21, 22.
Bet's a bet. We should have bet something that you couldn't have got out on, like you'd buy dinner or something.
Oh man.
All right, my lucky fish gets me out of here without having to make the pull back out, so I'm gonna let him go. See you later, buddy. I got one more in me.
Uh-oh, James. This is a very important fish. I don't think I'm gonna be pulling that sled. And not only is it an important fish, this is a pretty nice fish. This early ice, I keep thinking he's at the hole and he isn't. Feisty. Oh no, he's right there. Oh, that's a good fish. That is a great fish.
Hop in, I'll pull you back. You can have your little prom ride.
This is not just my last fish in Ely, but this fish is gonna save me some work.
Yeah, but the thing is, you pulled in a little girly sled. It's not the same thing. I pulled in all the gear in this big sled. You got a little sled.
But look, it's also the biggest fish.
That's a nice fish, man.
That's a gorgeous fish. It's almost too dark to see how good the color is on that fish. Oh, well.
Fished it from sun up to sundown.
This was not bad.
Not bad at all.
Well, thank you for the awesome trip.
Do it again soon, man. It's definitely time to start getting picked up though, because when we lose daylight completely, it's gonna be hard to find stuff in the snow.
We got a long pull out of it.
Yeah, we do.
All right,
that's it.
All right, let's do it.
I sure hope you're enjoying this.
This is good fun. This is good, clean fun.
Yeah, tons of fun.
Why is it always longer on the way out too?
A bet's a bet.
For more info on the latest fish reports, gear recommendations, and hottest techniques, connect with us online at indepthoutdoors.com or follow us on Facebook at In Depth Outdoors. And if you enjoyed today's show, be sure to let our sponsors know.